Nicholas Hopkins was serving a warrant yesterday in East St. Louis when he was killed. Chris Davis joins us live this morning at Illinois State Police Headquarters in Collinsville, where hearts are heavy this morning. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Kelly. It is a sad day here in the land of Lincoln. 24 hours ago, paramedics, troopers, doctors, they did everything they could to save the life of Trooper Nick Hopkins. They did all they could, but it just wasn't enough. He passed away at 6 o'clock last night. He leaves behind a wife and 3 young children. Now, Trooper Hopkins was a veteran of this force for 10 years. He was just 33 years old. Details are still unclear this morning, but we know Trooper Hopkins was serving a warrant in East St. Louis yesterday morning around this time. Troopers and those inside this house exchanged gunfire, and he was struck. His fellow troopers performed CPR until paramedics arrived and took him to SLU Hospital. Doctors fought throughout the day to keep him alive until he was pronounced dead last night around 6 o'clock. A few minutes later, ISP Director Brendan Kelly answered questions from reporters, and his emotion was evident.
But in this darkness, we have to grasp for the light. Nick Hopkins was a bright light in this world, outwardly shining with the integrity and pride of serving in the Illinois State Police as an Illinois State Police trooper. And even in one of the most dangerous corners of this country, he refused to let anyone hold him or the ISP back, and refused to hold back his light.
Now, flags are at half staff here at the Collinsville post of the ISP headquarters here in central Illinois. As when it comes to the investigation, there are 3 people in custody, but as of right now, there is no word on their charges. Of course, the investigation continues, Kelly.